Of the 5 workflow, we are in the 4th workflow here. We have seen how to get the data, how to transform the data. Then we have seen how to load the data. Now we are in the process of report. Super. So let me open the same file which we did in the morning. We have inserted our logo here. We have inserted a logo. Now I want to insert maybe a title for this file. We want to insert a title. But the problem is when I insert a text box, the text box is inserted but it's showing some other font. I want your company font. And when I insert a text box, for example, I clicked on the text box. It is showing some font, Chiego UI. So I can go here and I can change it. That's okay. But when I insert a column chart, it will be a different font. Once again, I have to go there and change it. So every time I cannot change the font like this, which is very complicated. So I want to make a template. First, we'll make a template based on the default template available in Power BI. Then we'll get your company template also. Your company, how to bring your company template. First, how can I make a default template? Let me take any font. You take any font. As of now, you don't take your company font, any font, because company font is not in the list. You take any font, Arial, Times New Roman, some font, whatever the font you want. So let me go to the tab called as View. You have to follow some 3 or 4 steps. So be with me. Any question, doubts, queries, stop me, ask me there itself. I can repeat it any number of times. Go to the View tab. Under View tab, let us go to the Themes. First group itself, we call it as Themes. Click on the arrow mark of the Themes and scroll down. There is an option available, Customize Current Theme. Go to the View tab. Under View tab, you can see there is an arrow mark. Under the arrow mark, you can see the Customize Current Theme. So click on that Customize Current Theme. This is step number 1. View, Themes, Customize Current Themes. So let me do that. Customize Current Themes. And first thing it shows is the colors. When you create a chart, what should be the color of the first bar chart, second bar chart, third bar chart, fourth bar chart? Line chart means first line, second line, third line, fourth line. But our motive is not to change anything color on the chart. Our motive is to change the text. So go to the text. So go to the View tab, Themes, Customize Current Theme, Text. Under the text, 4 things: General, Title, Card KPI, Tab Header. All the 4 areas, all the 4. Change it to a particular font. Please change it to any font. Not see a default font, any font, any font. So let me go to General and I'll select something like Arial. I select Arial, Title, here also Arial, Card KPI, here also Arial. Tab Header, Arial. Any font, your wish. Change it to any particular font, as per your wish. I change a smaller one so that it's easy for me to understand. Arial, a smaller name. You can select anything as per your wish. I have selected the Arial. 4 areas you have to change it. 4 areas. General means anywhere. Title, whenever you insert a title. Whenever you insert a card KPI, what is that card KPI? We'll see that. Whenever you insert some headings, all the 4 areas you have to change it to a particular font, Arial font. Okay. Your wish, you can change any font. Apply. So we have created a template and we have applied the template. Now what will happen is, when I insert any visual, maybe let me insert the text box itself. So when I insert a text box, you can see the default, the text box is having Arial. Correct? So any visual from now, chart, bar chart, line chart, column chart, any visual, it will have Arial. But we want your company font. If you want anything Arial Calibri, you can use this. Very simple. This step is over. That's all. But since your company is using some other font, so we have to bring your company font here. So we have to go to the next step. View. Go to the View tab. First, we have saved the font. We have created a theme and we have saved it. Second, go to the View. Go to the same themes here. Save the current theme. You have selected a font. After selecting a font, we applied the font. Now it says save the current theme. Save the current theme. Click on Save Current Theme. It will be saved as the JSON file. JSON file is Java file, JavaScript file. And name. What is the name of the theme? You can give any name and you can save wherever you want, your wish. But please remember that location where you are saving. You can save it wherever you want. For example, I will save it in the same folder where I have that exercise files. Maybe in the same folder. What is the theme name? So let us give the theme name. Maybe I will give your company name here. Daimler font theme. So we want to bring your company font theme here. So we have given a name for it. So first we have created a template. Now we are saving this template. We are saving the template. Save it. Saved it. Can you tell me what is your company font? Daimler space C. Yes. So you are going to use this. Unfortunately, I cannot use this. I don't have this font. So I'm going to use another font, which is not part of the list. Maybe that the new font in latest version of Microsoft, Aptos. I'm going to use Aptos. Since I don't have your company font, you are going to use this font, like Daimler CS. But I'm going to use this font called as Aptos, APTOS, because you can see that Aptos is not available. Even if I insert this text box, and that Aptos font is not there. Sorry, it is not there. Okay, so that's the font I am going to bring. You are going to bring your company font here, right? So go to that folder where you have saved that template. You have saved the template. Go to that folder. This is the folder where I have saved that file. The file is available here. Daimler font theme. This is my template which we have saved it. I have created a template in the name of Arial. I used the font called as Arial. I don't know what is the font you have used. So I have used Arial. Go to the template of which we have saved. Right click on that file. It's a JSON file, Java file. Right click on that file. Right click on the file. Edit in Notepad. Edit in Notepad. If you are not able to see that edit in Notepad, if you are using the old version of Windows, I hope you are all using the latest version. But still, if you are using the old version of Windows, then you have to go to Open With. Right click, Open With, right click, and go for Open With Notepad. Two methods. Right click on the themes or template which you have saved and go to Edit Notepad or Open With Notepad. Both are same. Both are same. You can use any one of this. Your wish. So I go with the first one. Right click, Edit in Notepad. It opens a Notepad file. It opens in a Notepad. Forget about that coding. There will be so many codings. Forget about it. Wherever the font name Arial, I changed into Arial. I don't know what is the font you have changed. Wherever this Arial font is available, give your font name, Daimler space CS. So as I told, I am going to use Aptos. I'm not going to use Arial. I'm going to use Aptos here. 4 areas. As I told, we have changed that font in 4 areas, right? You remember we have changed it in 4 areas. You can see in 4 areas, wherever this Arial, I changed it to Aptos. Wherever there is a Arial, we'll change it to Aptos. 4 areas. Third step. Fourth is the last and final step. Don't remove the double quotes or anything. Just wherever the name is available, replace it with your font. Daimler CS, Daimler CS, Daimler space CS, Daimler space CS. Okay. Then save and close this. Control S for saving and closing. Without saving, if you close it, it will ask you to save. Please save it. It has to be saved. So I closed it, I saved it and I closed it. Last and final step. Last and final step. Come back to Power BI. First we have created a template, saved the template, then we edited the template. We changed that font because since your company font is not available. So now go to View tab. Go to the View tab again. Go to this arrow mark again. Go to the View tab. Go to the arrow mark again. Scroll down. Browse for themes. Browse for themes. Browse for themes. And select the themes which you have modified just now. Just now we have modified the themes. Template. Daimler font themes. Select it. Open it. It will say the file is added successfully. Select it and open it. Now you can notice the file. It will give a message. File successfully added. That's it. Now you are ready to use your company font. You will get your company font. I will get that font called as Aptos. Let me try that. Go to insert. Go to the text box. Yes, I'm getting this Aptos font. I think you should get your company font there. Correct? Let me increase the font size. Default. If you have changed in 4 areas. Default one. Click on the text box. Just click on the text box. It will come. Invoice, performance, dashboard. Okay. So I typed some title here. So we got your company font. Daimler CS. Correct? Any challenges? You would have given apostrophe there. Have you saved the template? Apostrophe on notepad. Notepad. Give this notepad. File which you have saved. You go to the view tab. Okay, customize current theme. Text. General. Change it to particular font. First go to general. Change any font. Any font. I change it to area. Title type. Modern KP. Area. Right. All the four you are changing, right? Now go to that arrow mark again. Now, save current theme. Last button. Give folder, any folder, give some name for it. Edit default. Wherever the area is available, replace it with your company font. Copy that. So that this is the correct one. Double click on it. You'll get started. That's okay. That's Jason. Yes.
It has to be repeated.
For this file, it's not. By default, all the report will have your font, complete font. All the report.
So like if I make a new Power BI from
New Power
scratch,
BI, once again browse and get it. No need for creative. Already we created the creative. Browse and get the table.
because now I use the previous,
Yes.
but I have to post it again every time.
Correct.
Then I put it as a rename and I can use it for further purpose.
Okay. So we have inserted a text box with your company font. As I told, unfortunately, I don't have your company font. That's why I'm using some other font like Aptos. And I'll put this title somewhere else on the top. When I insert any text box or any visual, see to that you should not get a gray on the right hand side. You should not get a gray on the right hand side. If you are getting a gray like this, then it means you have to either increase the height and width of that particular object. Object height or width should be increased. So when you publish it, people will not see this on the screen. That's the indication it's giving it as a gray. So let me increase the width. Yes, now the gray is gone. That means now everyone can see my title. So, and I place this title on the leftmost corner. If you feel it's very tougher to drag and drop, go to the 3 dot. There is a 3 dot. Using the 3 dot, drag and drop wherever you want it. And even Power BI will suggest you which is the right area to place this heading. For example, my logo is there and I go here. My logo and this title should be in the same area. The bottom of this should be in the same area. So you can see it's giving a suggestion. This is the best area to place it. So I can place it. Or the center of the logo and center of the title should be in the same position. You can see it's giving this is the best position. Red dot will appear. You decide. So I am placing it here. So we got your company name. We got a title with your company logo. Sorry, company font. Let me add let me add a small line, then we'll create some visuals. So I'm going to add a line. Maybe once again, I'll go to insert, shape. Go to insert, shape. Under shape, there is a rectangle shape, there is a basic shape, there is a block arrows. Let me go with this shape like line. So I want to draw a line. Go to insert, shape, basic shape, line. Just I want to draw a line. I click on this line. And let me increase or decrease the height and width of the line. So I'm putting a line here and increasing the width of this line. Can I change the color of this line? Can I change the thickness of this line? This line seems to be very thinner. I want to make it as more thicker. And I want to change the color of that line also. Let me select this line, right hand side, format shape. Select the line, you can see the format shape. A contextual tab is appearing, format shape. Under format shape, style. So go to the style, expand the style. Fill color, no, don't go for fill color. Fill color, suppose you have created a square or you have created a rectangle. Inside a rectangle, I want to put a color. That is called as fill color. But this is a line. You cannot put a fill color for a line. So you have to go to borders. Go to styles. Under styles, don't use the fill. Go to the borders. Here you can change the color and you can change the thickness. Width is the thickness of that line. So for example, let me put a different color. Maybe I'll put a dark blue. And pixels, let us say instead of 1, I will increase it at 2 or 3 or 4. Yes, the line is little bit thicker. So just we added the company logo, we added the title, and we added a line. That's all. Okay. Now we are going to add some visual. Since we have multiple versions here, people are not using the same version. We have multiple versions. So it is better to reset the default layout because the version wise, some visual would have added, some visual would have been removed. So we are going to use the default visual now, default visual. So before creating any visual, place the cursor on the empty area. Please place the cursor on the empty area. If you are not placing the cursor on the empty area, then you will not get this option called as visualization. For example, if I selected this picture, you will get some other option called as format picture. If I selected the line, you will get some other called as format shape. So, better place the cursor on the empty area. Place the cursor on the empty area. As I told, version wise, you may get some extra visual, or version wise some visual would have been removed also. So let us reset it to default so that everyone will have the same visual, because of the version difference. Multiple people are using multiple version. How can I set it as a default visual? So go to the visualization, build visual. Under the build visual, there is a 3 dot. Below that, there is a 3 dot. Click on this 3 dot. So go to the visualization.
Where is visualization?
Place the cursor on some empty area. Place the cursor on some empty area.
Next to filter option.
That's why so you should place it on empty, otherwise you will get some other option. Visualization, build visualization, go to this 3 dot. Under the 3 dot, please select this one, restore default visual, so that we'll have all the default visual. As I indicated, version wise some visual would have added, some visual would have removed. So I want the default visual, so make this as a first step. So go to the visualization, build visual. Under build visual, 3 dot, restore default visuals. Restore default visual. It will ask, do you want to add something here? It will ask for the confirmation. Confirm it. Restore default visual. It's asking, you are about to restore the unpinned default visual to be in the visual pane. Any pinned visual will not be affected. Yes, I want it. Okay. Yes. Right. Now, after doing this, now almost all of you will have the same kind of visuals now. So the visuals will be equal to everyone. Version wise it may not vary now. Maybe new visuals may not be available in the old version, but most of the visuals will be there. I am going to insert a visual now. For example, I want to know what is my overall net profit. I want to display what is my net profit here. What is overall net profit? Not chart. I don't want to find this wise, that wise, region wise, city wise, or nothing like that. I just want to display net profit. Just to display a particular one value, which could be the best visual. The best visual is card. This card, before getting the default visual, that card may not be visible. Now the card will be visible. 2 types of card is available. 2 types of card. Latest version, there is one more card. A card with the thunderbolt. A card with the thunderbolt, plain card. There are 2 cards available. When you go to that build visual, there are 2 cards. One is the plain card, 1, 2, 3. And there is a card with thunderbolt. Don't use this now. Don't use this now. We'll see how to use it in the later part. Later part, we'll see how to use it. Now, we'll go with this card, plain card. Both names are card, but one will be with the thunderbolt, another one will be a plain one. So, use the plain one. Don't use the thunderbolt. When we can use the thunderbolt, I will explain. We'll gradually move on to the next level. So, select this card. Select this card. Place the cursor on some empty area. Go to the build visual and click this card. Just click on the card. Yes. Just click it. One click. A card is getting inserted. Adjust the height and width as per your wish. Here I want to display what is my total net profit. 3 methods to do this. Method number 1. Net profit. Drag the net profit and drop it to this card area. Drag it and drop it to the card area. Method number 1. Method number 2. Method number 2. Just make a tick on this net profit. It automatically lands into that card because the card is selected now. Method number 3. Drag this net profit and drop it to this field area. Drag the net profit and drop it to the field area. So out of the three method, my suggestion, my recommendation, third method. I recommend to go with the third method. Why? Because fortunately here we have only one option. You can see under the field you are seeing only one option here for card. But when inside a column chart, line chart, pie chart, bar chart, you will get so many options available here. There will be so many options. You have to understand which are all the options should be used, where and which option to be used. So you should understand that feature. That's why I recommending dragging and dropping to the field area is better. So you have to learn that where to drag and which has to be dragged where. So you have to understand it. Fortunately, now when you make a tick mark, it straight away lands here. But sometimes other visual, it will not land. It may land it in some other area. So better to drag and drop it to the field area. That's my suggestion. So let me do that. Drag this net profit and drop it to the field area. Yes. Now it will show you what is the sum of net profit. 239 millions. That's my net profit. Okay. I hope all are getting the same output. But I don't like this 239 millions. I don't know whether it's 23 crores or 23 lakhs. I want to know the exact value. What's the exact value? So I want to know the exact value. And second thing I want to know is I want to put some currency symbols. Maybe it may be a dollar, it may be euro, it may be Indian currency format. I want to use the Indian currency format here. Okay. So let us do one by one. Select the visual. Select the visual because this visual you are going to change it. Select the visual. Now you can see on the center of the build visual there is a second button available. Third one, now you can see the third one is appearing now, but unfortunately nothing will be there. If I click on this also, nothing will be there. Don't worry, we will see it in the later part. Click on the second one. Format your visual. Format your visual. We added the visual, but now we are going to format the visual. So format the visual. Under format the visual, two sub options are there. Visual, general. What is the difference between visual and general? Visual, which is contextual to this visual. When I inserted a card, I'm getting this call out value and category label. When you insert a pie chart, you will get some other option here. When you get a line chart, you may get some other option here. When you draw a bar chart, you will get some other option here. So this option may vary from visual to visual. That's why you call it as contextual. Based on the content, it may change. But whereas, if you go for general, when I insert a card, these are all the options available for the card. When I insert a pie chart, same option will be there for pie chart. When I insert a column chart, same options. So what are all the options available in general, which is common for all the visuals? When you open any visual, these options will be available for all the visuals. But this one, visual, is contextual, which is based on only this visual. Okay, you will understand when you use it multiple times. We are going to do that. So go to the visual. I don't want this millions. I want the exact value. So this call out value. Under the call out value, you can notice the display units. Please remember that name, display units. By default, the display units is auto. Auto means automatic. I don't want it as automatic. I want the exact value. So let us make it as none. Or you want it in thousands, you want it in millions, billions, trillions. Unfortunately, India is the only country where the lakhs and crores are used. That's not available on the list. So you have to go for none. Yes. It shows me the exact value. 23 crore, 90,000, 90 lakhs, 1,696. This is my total value. Okay. Go to the display. Go to the visual. Call out. Display units. Make it as none. Now, this is fine. But I don't like this heading should appear here. I want the heading should appear normally on the top. And I want to put the currency symbol here. And I want to put the comma separators also here. So that I can understand easily whether it is 23 lakhs or crores or whatever. So first let me switch off this I don't like my heading here. I want to switch off this. Scroll down. There is an option called as category label off. Switch off. Yes. Category label is switched off. I want to give my own title here. That's all. This is the only two options available under the visual. Only two options. Call out value, category label. It may vary from visual to visual. Suppose line chart, pie chart, you may get more options here. As of now, you are getting only two. General. Click on general. Title. Expand the title. Switch on the title. Switch on the title. And type the title. What is the title you want? I think this is a total cost. Sum of net profit. Okay, sorry. Sum of net profit. So I have given a title as sum of net profit. Your wish, you can give any title. So I have given sum of net profit as my title for this box. So I should people should know what is this actually. That's why I am giving a title. Let me make it as bolder. The title I make it as bolder. Text color. Maybe I'll put a white color. Background color. I'll put a, I think you prefer black or gray or whatever. I'll put a dark blue. Yes. Horizontal alignment. Horizontal alignment, let us make it as center alignment to have a better view. Yes. So what are all the things I made a change here is under the general, we switched on the title. First I went to general. Under general, I switched on the title, then I typed the title, then made it as bolder, then text color, then background color, then center alignment. So these are all the changes which we did. These are all your own wish, creativity, your own creativity. I will. We'll see that. FX is conditional formatting. Not now, we'll see it in another few minutes. Okay? Right. So title, we did this. Now I collapse this title. New version, old version, we had to struggle for this. I think, I don't know whether about the February version, you have to check whether you have this option or not. If you have it, you can utilize it. If you don't have it, I will tell you another method to do this. Select this visual, go to general, data format, below this title, FX data format. Expand the data format, apply settings to sum of net profit, that's correct. But what is the format you want? You can click on the arrow mark here, where you can see whether you want general format, whole number, decimal number, currency, percentage, scientific or custom. So let us go for currency. I click on currency. Yes. We got the currency format. Automatically by default you are getting that Indian currency format. If you don't want this Indian currency format, you can see the currency format. Other currencies also you can select it. Various other currency format is available. Dollar, euro, any currencies. I hope most of you are getting India's default, right? Yes. Comma separators, similar to this, or you are getting different comma separators? Same. Because some system, if it is as per US format, you will have a comma separator in a different area. 2 comma, 390 comma, it will be in a different area. Done? Yes. Let us add. You will get used to it. We will create at least 3 or 4 visuals like this. You will understand it. You will understand. Gradually, you go to the next level. So we got one visual where we got sum of net profit. Next, I want to add one more visual where I want to know what is the number of count of invoices. How many invoices we have made. I want to know how many bills, how many invoices we have made. So I want to know the count of invoice numbers. Let me insert the same card. Don't insert this Thunderbolt. Don't insert this Thunderbolt card. It may lead to a confusion. Don't do it now. Don't do it now. We'll do it in the later part. Insert this card. 1, 2, 3. This card. Insert this card. 1, 2, 3. So I click on in my system. I think it's in the row number 5, first one. Row number 5, first one. I don't know about your system. It is in the row number 5, first one. Click on this card. Now, let me bring this invoice number to the field area. I am dragging that invoice number into the field area. But unfortunately, it is showing something like 8 millions. In morning itself, we have counted it. It doesn't have 8 million invoices. I think it had only around 3,000 plus invoices, right? But here it's showing 8 millions. The reason is, it is taking sum of invoice number because this column is in a number format. That's why it's taking sum. I don't want sum. I want to count the invoices. So how can I change my formula? Very simple. After dragging and dropping, you can see there is an arrow mark available here. So click on the arrow mark here and change whatever the formula you want. Sum, average, minimum, maximum, count, the count distinct. What is count and count distinct? Both are same. What is the difference between count and count distinct? Means, what is the difference? Duplicate. Count distinct is a unique value. Count will count the duplicated value also. If same invoice number is repeated, multiply. It should not repeat, but sometimes if same invoice number is repeated twice or thrice, it will take a duplicate also. It's always better. Here it may not make a difference because we don't have a repetition of invoice number. But when you want to count the invoice number or bills, always go for count distinct. Don't go for count. So it's better we have to go for count distinct. Yes. 3,241 invoices totally. And I don't like to do the same formatting one more time for this card. We did some formatting for this card. I want to do the same formatting for this card also. Heading, of course, you have to type it. Heading has to be typed, but I want to do the same formatting. Could you tell me how can I apply the same formatting from one visual to another visual, which we will do it in Excel, Word and PowerPoint also? Yes? Someone has given the answer. Format Painter. Very good, super. But as of now, you will not see any difference because there is no title here. When you type the title, you may see the difference. You can type that. First, we will Format Painter, then we will type the title and check. So I select this card, go to the Home tab, click on Format Painter. Format Painter. Click on the Format Painter. The format is copied. Now go to the second card. You can see the brush is available. Format brush is available. Click on this. Same format is copied and pasted. But unfortunately, I am not able to see any difference. Why I am not able to see any differences? Because I didn't type the title. If you typed the title, you would have seen the difference. Because major formatting, we did it only for the title. So let me select this card. Format your visual. General. Title. Type the title. Count of invoice numbers. Or I'll say number of invoices. Simple. Number of invoices. Okay. When you present it, I recommend personally better to put some shadows because when you present it on the screen, Actually, when I click somewhere else outside, there are two visuals, but I'm not able to identify. There are two visuals. So what I will do is select the first visual, go to Format, General, FX, EFFECTS, FX, and make the FX with shadow. So let me add some shadow. For this visual also, I'll put a shadow. After inserting a shadow only, I am able to recognize, but both the visuals are in different height. Height is not unique. So now only I am able to understand there are two visuals. Now only I am able to understand that the size is different between both the visuals. So I will rearrange the size. Yes. So we have created two visuals. Maybe not two visual, one visual, two different. One is for net profit, another one is for count of invoice. Next we will add a new visual. Done? Clear? Challenges. As I told, it's not like Excel. If you don't know the first one, we cannot go to the second. If you don't know second, you cannot go to the third. If you don't know how to get the data, you cannot transform it. If you don't know how to transform, you cannot load it. If you don't know how to load it, you cannot create a report. If you don't create a report, you cannot publish it. All are interconnected. If you don't understand the first step of creating the cards, next visual will be a little bit tougher. So, you have to go with the hierarchy. Yes. On the shadow. Shadow. Now also you can call format painter. Don't want to do it again. Format painter is only about formatting. What is formatting? The color, background, and other things. Not the currency symbols, comma separators. That's not a format. That's a data format. Data format will not be copied here. The format painter will copy only the format like colors, backgrounds, shadows, other things, not the data format. Data format will not be copied. Now, let us add some visual. Now we are going to add a visual. Let me take some column. For example, let me take this column called as department. We have some departments. Under departments, I want to know what department wise, what is the sum of total cost. I want to know each department wise, what is the sum of total cost. Which department has more cost, total cost, which department has a lesser total cost. So I want to put it in a visual. Just to display something, I think card is the best one. But I want to know one out of many. Out of many, which one is highest? Out of many, which one is lowest? So I want to bring a visual here. Could you tell me which could be the best visual for this? One out of many. Out of many, which one is highest?
Stack.
Bar chart, line chart can be used for comparison, trend. Compared to the last month, how was this month? Compared to previous one customer, how was this customer? I want to find out the trend. I want to compare it with one thing to another. Then we can go for a bar chart or a line chart, even the column chart also. But I want to know one out of many. The best chart is pie chart. One out of many, which one is highest? I will explain which could be the best chart for which situation. I will explain it one by one. So pie chart is the best one. To find one out of many, which one is highest? Pie chart is best. So let me place the cursor, make it as a practice, make it as habit. Whenever you insert any visual, place the cursor on the empty area. Don't place it in some other area. Place the cursor on the empty area. Place the cursor on the empty area. Look on this pie chart. Because if you are not selecting on the empty area, suppose I selected a card. Now I select the pie chart. You can see the card will be overwritten by a pie chart. Card will go off and pie chart will be created. Be careful. Anyway, there is an option of undoing. Control Z will work. That's fine. But still, So always make it as a practice habit. Place the cursor on some empty area. Then let me click on card. So I selected the card. Sorry, I selected the pie chart, not card, sorry. I selected the pie chart here. So in this pie chart, I want to display department wise. What is the sum of total cost department wise? Here is a challenge. What is the report I am expecting is I am expecting department wise sum of total cost. This is the report which I am expecting. But when I inserted a pie chart, while inserting a card, we found only one option called as field. Very simply, we have dragged and dropped and we have created a report. But when I insert a pie chart, I can see there are 4 options available here. Visual to visual, it may increase or decrease also. In pie chart, I have 4. Legend, value, detail, tooltip. So which has to be used when and which has to be used? That's a question mark here. What is my expectation? I want department wise sum of total cost. Whichever I am saying wise, drag and drop it to the first area. Forget about it, whether it can be a legend, it can be a pie chart, it can be, here you may get legend, here you may get x-axis, y-axis. It may vary from visual to visual. Visual to visual, it may vary, but understand this concept. 90% of the chart, same concept. Which wise, that should be on the first area. Whichever you want to summarize. Summarize means summing up, counting, average, maximum, minimum. Whichever you want to summarize it, that should be on the second area. That's all, very simple. Which wise, that should be on the first. Whichever you want to summarize it, that should be on the second. Now tell me, where can I drag and drop the department and where can I drag and drop the total cost? Department should be at legend area. First, summarize. I want sum of total cost. That should be on the second. Super. If you understand this concept, 90% of your chart is over. 90%. Only few waterfall, decomposition tree. Some of the 3 or 4 charts may vary. Most of the charts, same concept. So let me go to the department and I drag the department to legend and I drag this total cost to values. Yes, we have department wise what is the sum of total cost. Okay, got it? Let me use the format painter. I want the heading should be in the same format, same color, same background. So let me select this card, or you can do it at the last also, no problem. It's not required every time. Whenever you create a visual, you have to format painter. Finally also you can do that. Go to format painter and select this. Sorry. Select this format painter for this card and I want the same format painter for this pie chart also. Yes. For a time being, to have a better view, I'm increasing the height. Later I will decrease it. Time being, to see it on the full screen, I'm increasing the height. Yes. Now, I need a support from your side. Could you tell me what is the technical name for this? We have a technical name for this area. What is the name for this? Any idea what is the name for this? In Excel also we have this. This we call it as legend. I don't want the legend to be on the right hand side. I want to place the legend on the bottom. And I don't like this value to be displayed like this. You can see the values is displayed as 113 millions. Here it says 100 millions, 107. I think it's 1 crore 30 lakhs, 1 crore 10 lakhs. I want the exact value to be displayed here. Exact value. I want the exact value to be displayed. Tell me, how can I do this? Sorry. Sorry. Format visual. Okay. Select this card. Sorry, select the pie chart. Then format your visual. Then legend. Very good.
Bottom center.
Option. Position. bottom center. Super. But this is a challenge. How can I convert this millions into exact value? 100 millions.
We have to go to general.
We have to go to general. Okay. Then
General, then we have to go to data format.
that is for putting the currency symbol and comma separators. You are saying I have to go to data format. Then
Then apply settings.
sum of total cost. Then
Then we have to change the format to
currency. But still I am not getting it. I am getting 113 millions. As I told, this data format, what we did, it's not for the millions to turn into a normal one. This is for the currency symbols, comma separate. I told you to remember that name also. Please remember this name.
In options, in visuals, I have to go in options.
Visuals, then
Options,
where is option?
but in values. After option, there is the option.
You have to go to visual, then you have to go to
Sorry,
detail label, then
values,
values, then display units. Very good. Fortunately, very good, super. Fortunately, he has founded it. But we cannot search it like this. Here I have 4 options, we can find it very easily. Last session I have card, I have only 2 options, very easily I founded this display units. It's in the first itself. But when I go to the pie chart, he has founded it. He has gone to detail label. I cannot explore everything like this. Tomorrow when I create a column chart, you may get 10 options here. Where is the display units? I cannot go there and search it every time. So what you do is simplest method. Remember that name. To convert that millions into exact value, the name is display units. Just go to the search box. Go to format, go to the search box, just type the first 3 letters or 2 letters of the display units. DIS. That's all. Straight away the display units will appear here. Change it to none. Very simple. Instead of manually scrolling down and finding it out, this is the easiest way to do this. Correct? I can close this now. Okay. Which one?
pie chart.
Ah,
Bottom line.
ah,
Don't want to have the word part.
the legend. Switch off the text title. Why? Okay. Since you have the title here itself. Okay. Right. Basically, whatever we did as of now, except the power query is also available in Excel, except the count distinct. Anyway, it looks much better. It looks more richer. The colors and other things are very good in Power BI. But whatever we did it now, we can do it in normal Excel also. Correct? I can find the sum, I can find the count, I can create a pie chart itself in Excel. Why Power BI? Why people are preferring this Power BI? Because of the keyword called as Power BI is much interactive. It is very interactive. How I can say it's very interactive is very simple. Let us go to this Power BI. Let us go to this pie chart. I think this data belongs to the quality department. Let me click on this quality department here. Simple. I click on the quality department. You can notice automatically the net profit is coming for the quality department. Number of invoices is for the quality department. Select the next one, logistic. So logistic, what is the net profit? Logistic, what is the sum of invoice number? Count of invoice number. Based on whatever you select, other visuals are interactive here. It is interacting with the other visuals. This is the power of Power BI, which we cannot do it in normal Excel.
correct.
but I want it back again. Suppose I selected this quality department. I want it back again. Two methods. Click on the quality department again or click somewhere else outside. Either click on the same quality department again or click somewhere else outside. Okay? Done. We'll see furthermore. There are so many other drill through, drill down, edit interactions. Okay. Now, let us do a small conditional formatting. For example, let me take this number of invoice number. When I select the quality, the invoice is 687. When I select some other department, I think what is this department? Logistic, production, procurement, finance. Based on this, my number of invoices change. I want to do a conditional formatting for this card. Card, I want to do a conditional formatting. Select the card. Sorry. For which you want to do a conditional formatting, select it. I want to do a conditional formatting for this card. Before that, select somewhere else outside and select the card. So we are going to do a conditional formatting. Assume we have a target. Wherever my invoice number is more than, let me say my target is, let us say the target is, what is the target I can fix? 650. Yes. Yeah. If my number of invoice number is more than 650, I want to give a green. If number of invoices is less than 650, red. We didn't achieve the target. So I want to do a conditional formatting. Select the card first. Select the card because we are going to do a conditional formatting inside the card. Select the card. Before that, see to that whether the option is deactivated. The filter is deactivated here. Select the card. And you decide for which you want to do a conditional formatting. Whether you want to do a conditional formatting for the background of the card or you want to do a conditional formatting for a text inside a card. I will tell you both. You can use anything. You can use anything. If I want to do a conditional formatting for a text, go to the format. Select the card. Go to the format. Visual. Format. Visual. Under visual, call out value. Call out value. Next call out value, color. Next to the color, you can see there is FX. Whenever you see a FX next to the color, that means you can apply a conditional formatting. Very good. This is for changing the font color. Suppose I want to change the background color. Then go to general. Go to this FX. Background. There is below the background, there is FX here. Next to the color, you can see FX. Wherever next to the color, if you see FX, that means you can apply a conditional formatting. For example, I have pie chart. I want to change the color of this pie. I want to give a different color for this, different color for this, different color for this. Select the pie chart. Go to format, visual. There is something called as slices. Under slices, you can see here for color, for quality, what is the color you want, quality department, what is the color you want, for the logistic, what is the color you want, for procurement, what is the color you want. But unfortunately, you are not able to see the FX next to the color. That means you cannot apply a conditional formatting for the pie chart. Pie chart, you cannot apply the conditional formatting. So let me select the card, format, call out value. You decide whether you want to give a background color or you want to give a font color. I will go with the font color. You can do both also. That's your wish. I'll go to the visual. Select this card. Have you inserted a card first? Are you sure?
Maybe he had select
Okay. Select this card. Go to format, visual, call out value, color, FX. Click on the FX. Or as I told, go to general, go to background, FX. Both are that is for background color. This is for the font color. I'll go with the font color, visual, color, FX. Click on the FX. It opens a dialog box. Gradient. Gradient is mixture of multicolors. I think gradient will look better in a maybe for a chart we can go for gradient. Card I don't recommend gradient because one text we cannot make multicolor. Only one color can be used in a card. So for a card I don't recommend gradient. Instead of gradient, let us go to the rules. Rules. Don't go with gradient. Gradient is multicolor. For the chart, bar chart, column chart, we'll go with that. Now for the rules and count of invoice number, it is asking, do you want to apply the rules based on the sum of invoice number? The formula is sum. But actually, we didn't use the sum function inside this card. I think we used some other function, not sum function. We used a count distinct. Very good. So here we have to go with count distinct. Minimum to what? Let us say minimum to my target is 650. So let me change it to 650 here. 650. Minimum to 650. Let us give a red. I'll go with the red color. Because it's less than the target. Lowest to 650. It's less than the target. Rules. I'll add another rules. Minimum. It's not minimum. 652. 652. But unfortunately, when I typed 650 here, the OK is graded out. Even it's showing a red alert here. Why? What is the challenge? No, here it is less than 650. Here it's greater than or equal to 650. This is correct. This is not a problem. Upper limit is 0. You want to change the upper limit. Either if you want your system to take the upper limit, very simple, remove that 0. Just delete it. It will take the maximum value automatically. Highest value automatically. But I want to fix it. You can put it as, for example, I want to fix it till 1000. 650 to 1000. Because if we are not fixing, everything will be in green. That's why I am fixing the upper bound also. 650 to 1000. Let me put a color. Unfortunately, I am not able to find a green color here. So let us go to more color. Green. I think you know all the values are all mixed. All the colors are all mixture of RGB, red, green and blue. 0 to maximum 255. Suppose I don't want reddish also. So let us make the red as 0. Green is 222. And blue is something like 100. So you will get this color. You cannot just like that say green, or just like that you cannot say blue. What is this RGB? Red, green and blue. So I have given this green. You can select anything, your wish. Okay. Come out of this. Okay. Now let me select the pie chart. I select the quality department. They made the invoice more than 650, so it's green. Green. Green,
Yes.
but this is red. This is red. So based on my values, you can see the colors are changing. Select the card. Format your visual. Next to the color, you can see FX. I'll redo it. I'll erase this and I'll redo it. How can I erase this? There is this eraser symbol available. If you have created, the eraser symbol will appear here. Or if you are not created, click on FX again. Modify also FX again. So I'll clear this and I'll redo it again. Click on this FX. A dialog box will appear. Gradient, no, it's not gradient. Make it as rules. And instead of sum, make it as count distinct. Minimum to some value. Maybe I'll put it as 650. It's my target. Right. New rules. Another condition. 652. I'm fixing the upper value, upper bound also. 1000. Let us say some other color. More colors, I'll put a green. Now let me select and check. So based on my selection, you can see the colors are changing.
Now, this, it will not get applied in the next box. Again, I have to put a rule.
Next box, that is the numbers. This is some, no, this is in millions, this is in
That
thousands.
I understand, but again, if I put the even 650 logic, everything should be in green. But I have another logic there. Then
Format painter also. You can put a format painter.
will work there.
This is also a format, right? Color. So it will work.
Belonging from here on.
Correct. Count of invoice number.
Because if that is even above 650, that is not coming green. Because logic is from here.
For count of invoice. If the count of invoice number is more than 650, net profit will be in green. We'll see about the tool tip. We'll see about drill down. Before the break, we'll complete the two topics. Tool tip. Let me select something outside of this chart. I'm coming out of this chart. Tool tip. What is tool tip? How to use this tool tip? Tool tip is not only available in Power BI chart. Tool tip is available in all the software in the world. Any software, whenever you open any software, place the cursor on any button. Suppose I'm opening this Power BI itself. Place the cursor on some button. Suppose I place the cursor on save. It is giving some tip. This button is used for saving. When I place the cursor on this cut, it shows what is the usage of the cut. Remove a selection so that you paste it somewhere else. Like this, whenever you place the cursor on some icon, it's giving some tool tip. Like this. Whenever you place the cursor on some visual here, it's giving a tool tip. You can see when you place the cursor on the quality department pie, it's showing what is the department name and what is the total cost for this department, what is the percentage of for this. Like this, I want to give some extra information also. For example, when you place the cursor, it's displaying the department name, it's displaying the total cost, okay. But I want to display what is the net profit for this department. I want to display what is the material cost for this department. And I want to display what is the logistic cost for this. I want to display what is the discount. I want to display the amount. I want to display the invoice number. Like this, I want to display multiple items. Whenever I place the cursor. But the chart is only for total cost. But I want to display extra information here. When you place the cursor, you should get some extra information. So how can I get some extra information here? Before that, a small information or a warning is your heading will get changed automatically. Don't worry. Don't worry about this. We can modify the heading later. We will modify the heading later. Don't worry about it. Your heading will change, updated automatically. Don't worry. We'll change it later. Select this pie chart. Select this pie chart. Go to first button. Add data to your visual. The first one. Add data to your visual. Click on the first one. Already we are used to these two things. Legend and values. And one more is available, details. We'll explore this detail later, maybe in another few minutes. There is the option tool tips. Tool tips. Now let us do one by one. First I want the net profit. So if the tooltip is not visible, you have to scroll down. Maybe in the bottom, the tooltip should be visible. Drag this net profit. Drag this net profit and bring it to the tooltip area. Drag the net profit and bring it to the tooltip area. As I indicated, your heading will get changed automatically based on the option, but don't worry, we'll modify it later. Now, what is the change happened is when you place the cursor on this pie chart, we are getting an extra information, sum of net profit. Earlier, this information was not available. Earlier, it shows only the total cost. Now, it is showing net profit also. Let me do one more. Material cost. I'll drag the material cost below this net profit.
I have one point here. Like in the cards, we can drag the value directly. We have to drag the value on.
No, we have dragged the value in the value area.
No, like for the tooltips.
Tooltip means when you place the cursor, card doesn't have any tooltip.
No, no. The cards option when we are doing we are dragging this CP and parameters. We are dragging it to direct. We can drag it to.
Here also we can drag it directly, but we don't know where it will land. It may land into legend area, it may land into value area. That's why I'm using this option.
That's what I'm telling. So
Here you drag it, we don't know. Sometimes it may create correctly, sometimes it may give a wrong output also. That's why I don't suggest you to drag it here. Better to go with this option. That's the first one I suggested. Go with this option. Okay, I drag the material cost to this tooltip. Place the cursor. You got the total cost. You got the net profit. You got the material cost. One more, let me try. Next one is logistic cost. Discount. Like this, whatever you want. Amount. I want to know how many invoices has been made. Count of invoice number. Drag the invoice number. And click on the arrow mark and make it as count distinct. So when you place the cursor, it shows all the option. Whatever the option you are dragged and dropped, it shows all the option here. Sum of total cost, sum of net profit, sum of material cost, sum of logistic cost, sum of amount, sum of discount, sum of count of invoice numbers. All the information. All the information was displayed here. Okay?
now to change the header.
No, that's what I told you. Heading will get collapsed. You have to manually go there and change it. Or if you prefer to have the heading, that's your wish. But I don't like this much of bigger heading. Go to format, general, title, change your own title here. Let me have simple title. Because chart is only for the total cost. But tooltip is appearing when you place the cursor. So I remove everything. Sum of total cost by department wise. That's a report. So other things I am going to delete. Or change manually also you can type and change it. Sum of total cost by department. Okay. Next to the color. Here you cannot apply the conditional formatting. You can apply some other formulas here. Fields. Instead of this field, some other field can be displayed. That's all. Whenever you find effects next to the color, then you can apply the conditional formatting. Okay. Now, I don't like this tooltip should be, I think my background is already white. My tooltip is also white. Can I change it to some other color? Maybe a darker mode, night mode. I want to change this color. Background color maybe black and font color may be white so that I can have a better view on this my tooltip. Select this pie chart. General. Go to the general. Select the pie chart. Go to the general. Scroll down. Scroll down. Tooltip. The last but one. From the last to the second one, tooltip. Expand the tooltip. Text and background. Text background. Text. change all the text to a particular color. Maybe I'll go with the white. I'll change all the text color to white. All the text color I'm changing into white. And background color, I'll change the background color to black. Your wish. I'm changing all the text color, label color, value color, drill color, all the color I'm as white and all the background color as black. Now I place the cursor. You have a black background with white font. Since my screen background is also white and this tooltip is also white, I'm not able to see it properly. That's the reason I used this black as the background and font as white. This is your wish. Okay. For the break, we'll finish it off drill down. Okay. Don't have many charts. Don't load with many visuals on one screen. Try to have minimal chart. Try to have minimal page, minimum visuals. Even for PowerPoint presentation also, people says slides, multiple pages. Try to restrict your page. Don't use multiple visuals. So I can display everything in one visual itself. For example, this chart, let it be here. To understand this drill down, to understand the tooltip and other things, I used this. Now let us see about multi-chart in one visual. For example, I want to create a visual where I want to display, I want to know the total profit or net profit. Let me take the net profit. I want to know the net profit for regions. There are South region, North region, East region, West region. And I have some cities also. For city-wise also, I want to know what is my net profit. And maybe state-wise also, I want to know Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Maharashtra. We have some state-wise also, I want net profit. So I cannot create 3 charts. I don't like to create 3 charts. But all the 3 has to be represented in one chart. I want to display everything in one chart. Decide the hierarchy. Which should be the first, which should be the second, which should be the third. Tell me, I want 3 things. I want city, I want state, I want region. Which should be the first level, which should be the second level, which should be the third level? Region, state, city. Super. That's all. Now let us insert a chart. Let us go with, for example, now I will go with the column chart. Because since we have drawn the pie chart, we'll explore the column chart now. Clustered column. There are 2 types of column, stacked and cluster. Now let us go with cluster. Another few minutes we'll see about stacked also. 4th one. From the top, 4th one. Click on the 4th one. I clicked on the clustered column chart here. I'll place it somewhere else here. So I selected the clustered column chart. Now, first level, I want region-wise sum of net profit. Region-wise sum of net profit. You know, tell me, where can I drag and drop the region and where can I drag and drop the net profit? Region to be in x-axis. Net profit? Y-axis. That's all. I told you the tips. Whichever wise, that should be on the first. Whichever you want to summarize it, that should be on the second. Same logic, which we used it for the pie chart. Same logic. I want region-wise sum of net profit. So drag that region and drop it to x-axis. And drag that net profit and drop it to y-axis. So we got region-wise. What is my net profit? We got region-wise. What is my net profit? This is fine. Simple. But so west is south, central, east and north. We have the region-wise chart. As you are told, the hierarchy. I don't want to display the region. I want to know the city-wise and state-wise. Don't create 3 charts. Don't create 4 charts or 5 charts. Try to display everything in one chart. For that, we have multiple methods. To bring a multi-chart in one screen, we have multiple methods. First, there is a feature called as drill down. Second, there is a feature called as small multiples. Third, there is a feature called as parameter. I don't know whether we can cover the parameter within this one day. We'll see. Parameter will be covered in our second level of Power BI, but time permits, we'll see that parameter also if time permits. So at least first two we'll see. Drill and small multiples. First, let us start with this drill down. So we have created a clustered column chart where we have dragged and dropped the region into x-axis, net profit into y-axis, right? Now, I think you have sent me the hierarchy. First region, below the region, I want the state. So drag that state and bring it below the region. Some changes will happen to your chart. Please wait. Please wait. Don't do anything. Please wait. We'll understand that logic later. First drag and drop, then we'll understand the logic. Drag the region, x-axis. Below the region, I have dragged the state. Below the state, I have dragged that city. So three things. Region, state, city. So we have dragged and dropped the region, state and city. Some chart, it is showing some chart here. And you can see one small change has happened here. What is the changes? On top of your chart, 4 arrows are appearing. You can see 4 arrows. 1, 2, 3, 4 arrows. Before dragging this, you will not see the 4 arrow. When I drag only the region, if I drag only the region, for example, if I close this, only the region, there is no arrow mark appearing here. After dragging the state below the x-axis, after dragging the city below this x-axis, now you are getting region, state and city. Now 4 arrows are appearing. Let us come to the top level. Drill up, drill up, drill up. Until this drill up is graded out. Until the drill up is graded out. I think it's graded out. That means we are in the first level. So you are getting region-wise chart. Central region, east region, north region, south region, west region. You are getting a region-wise chart. Perfect. Now let us do one by one. There are 3 down arrows. We'll do one by one. First, let us start with a single arrow. What is the usage of the single arrow? First, you have to switch on that single arrow. Switch on. It is switched off. How do we switch on? Just to make a click. You will get a circle around that arrow. That means it is on. It is on now. Once again, if you click, that is off. So it's on. So it's on now. Now let us go to a particular region. For example, I'll go to the south region. After switching on this, I'll go to the south region and make a click on the south region. Yes. It drill downs the south region. Under south region, what are all the state-wise report? Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu. Suppose I'll go with Karnataka here. Under Karnataka, it shows what are all the city-wise report. So you can see everything in one visual. Don't create multiple visuals. Do everything in one. Try to restrict your visual. Don't create multiple visuals. People will get annoyed and so many visuals in one screen. So try to restrict your visual. Try to use this drill down. Drill up, drill up, drill up. But my customer, my end user, if I click on south region, it's showing under south region what are all the state-wise. If I select the state, under state-wise, we are showing city-wise. But someone wants to know, I want to know all the state-wise report. I don't want south region state-wise. I want to know all the state. All the state-wise, not particular south region. So, switch off. Come to the first level again. Come to the first level. Switch off this drill down. Click on that double down arrow. 2 down arrows. Click on once. So you are getting all the state-wise, not particular region state-wise, all the state-wise. And someone wants to know all the city-wise. I want to get all the city-wise report. So click on this. It shows all the city-wise report here. So you either drill one by one and see it, or you can see everything in one stroke. Drill up, drill up, drill up. But someone is asking, for south region, what are all the state? North region, what are all the state? East region, what are all the state? I want to see it in one screen. I don't want to drill down. I don't want all the state. South region, what are all the state? North region, what are all the state? So click on this 4th one. Yes. Central, what are all the state wise? East, what are all the state wise? North, what are all the state wise? South, what are all the state wise? West, what are all the state wise? So, any kind of report you can display. If you want to filter and drill down, or if you want to see everything, or if you want to see the split of everything, all the three options are available. Drill up, come to the first level. If you are using drill down, by default it will be ascending order as per the value. If you are not using drill down, then we have option 3 dotted lines. You can go to the sort axis and you can sort it by number, net profit, ascending, descending. So here you can go to 3 dotted and you can sort it in ascending or descending by net profit. So go to the 3 dotted, go to sort axis. I sorted by net profit in descending, ascending. Since you are used to drill down, by default it will be alphabetically in order as per the state wise or city wise. These are all the things I can say it's impossible in Excel. Correct? You can add any items like this, but don't go for 10, 20. People will get confused. 4 or 5 is okay. So region, state, city. Under city, for example, under city, I want to know, let me take the payment mode wise. So what are all the cash payment, what are all the check payment, what are all the credit card payments. So let us put the payment mode below the city. And I'll click on single arrow again. I'll click on the single arrow and I select South region. Under South region, state wise, I select the state. City wise, I select the city. Under city, the payment method wise. What is my payment method wise? Drill up, drill up, drill up. Which region has more net profit? I want to give a green. Which region has a lesser net profit? I want to put a yellow. Maybe the traffic signal colors. Very lesser, I want to put a red. Heat map. Okay. So let us do a conditional formatting for this chart. Before that, could you tell me how can I bring this millions into exact value? And how do we display the exact value on the top? I want to display on South region what is the value also. I want to display the value here. And how can I change this millions to exact value?
Middle format painter will be
Format painter is only for the colors and other things.
colors and all. For this again,
First go to format, then that is only for the currency symbols, comma separators. My question is how to change the millions into exact value. Display units, that's what I want. Display units. We did it twice or thrice, still you are not able to remember it. So go to display unit, search box, DIS, and change it to 1000 or none. By default, it's auto. I make it as you are getting 0, 20 crores, 40 crores, or whatever. And 1 minute, I'll finish up this. And I want to display the values also on the top. So close this display unit. Just close this. Scroll down. There is an option called as data label. Switch on the data label. You switch on the data label, you can see the value will be displayed. You can position the data label as per your wish. After switching on it, you can change your position, orientation. Go to format, data label, switch on the data label. Positioning you can change as per your wish. Next we will do the conditional format. State, city, every level.
Everything will come under this. And this one's
All this. Not filter. This one. All the statements, not particular regions. Okay, let us do a conditional formatting based on my values. I think west region has more. I want to give a green, or somewhat middle. I want to put a yellow. The lowest value I want to put a red. Select this column chart. This is actually column chart. People are mistaking. They are saying this as a bar chart. It's not a bar chart. It's a column chart. Select this column chart. Format. Go to the format. Visual. Since it's a column chart, columns. Go to the columns. Go to format. Visual. Columns. Under columns. After this, you have to tell me how can I do the conditional formatting. FX next to the color. Very good. Super. So go to visual, columns, next to the color. Below that color, you can see that next to the color, you can see FX. Click on that FX. And rules. No, it's not rules. For example, rule south region, I want a different color. North region, I want to give a different color. That also you can do it. But I don't want to give a color based on the region wise. I want to give a color based on the amount. If the total amount is, I think, net profit is more, I want to give a green. Middle, yellow. Lowest is red. So, select this column chart. Go to format. Visual. Format. Visual. Columns, next to the color, FX. Okay. This one or I'll just a minute. Done. Please. Why? I will place the cursor on column chart. Then it should be there. Selected the column chart. Outside the column. Yes. So, okay. So let me click on this FX. It says rules. No, I don't want rules. As I told, gradient will looks good in chart. So let us go for gradient. Gradient. It's saying, do you want to apply the gradient based on the region wise? No. I don't want to apply the gradient color based on the region wise. The gradient should be applied based on the net profit. If the profit is more, I want to give a green. So it's not based on the region. It's based on the sum of net profit. And lowest, if it is very low, what is the color you prefer? I go with red. Or even you can customize the value also. By default, it automatically takes the lowest value. Or I want to say from 1 lakh, I want to give a red. 1 lakh till 2 lakh, I want to give a red. From 2 lakhs to 4 lakhs, I want to give some other color, means you can do that. But here I recommend to make the system to get it. Why? Because when you go for south region, it may be in crores. When you drill down to the state, it may be in lakhs. When you go for city, it may be in thousands also. So it's better. Our system will take the value. So better. So I'll go with the lowest value is red. Middle. I'm going to follow the traffic colors. Add a middle color. Middle color is not there. So you have to select it. Add a middle color. Let us go for yellow itself. Highest value, it says blue. So let me change it to green. This also you can make a template for it. It's not required every time you have to change the color. We can create a template. So I'll go with the green. We'll see. View. I will tell you how to do the template. Okay. That's it. Based on my values, you can see the colors are changing. If the value is more, I can get a green. Maybe somewhere middle, I'll get a bluish, a greenish yellow, then orange, then red. Drill and check.
Now this is on the basis the system had automatically.
Correct.
If I have some target, maybe I don't know this crores or like.
Now for this, I think it's not recommended to fix a target. As I told, west it will be in crores. Suppose if I scroll down and I go to the north region, under north region state, it may be in lakhs. So here it's not advisable to fix the target. Some other, I will tell you where we can fix the target.
The percentage.
Here it's not recommended to fix the target. You can see yellow, green and red. Suppose I will go for Delhi. Under Delhi, state-wise. Suppose I will go for New Delhi. Under New Delhi, payment method-wise. Drill up. I repeat it again. Select this. Go to column, color, FX, gradient, sum of net profit. Lowest is red, middle is yellow, highest is green. Based on the net profit.
Is there a way I can categorize like for example, cloth is here, right? And then so there is only one section.
It started in the listening order. It's coming in the listening order. Okay. Next, we have to see about how to use the date functions, yearly, monthly, quarterly reports, and we have to see about small multiples. After finishing small multiples, we try to publish one report at least today. We'll create one more page, and small multiples we'll create and we'll try to publish one more report. Still, we are in the fourth process of reporting. Still, it's not over. And small tips we have to see. Edit interaction, and we have to see about something like spotlight. So there are so many other small features available. We'll explore it, because if we start the next feature, it will take some time, at least 15 or 20 minutes. So save your files. We'll go for a short break. After the break, we'll see the next process. I am pausing the video. Remind me to restart the session again. So last one we have seen about the how to draw a bar chart, column chart, and how to do a conditional formatting, and how to create this drill down. So we have created the drill down. Now let me insert one more visual. Maybe let me column chart. I'll place the cursor on some empty area. So let me go to the same column chart again, clustered column chart. I click on the clustered column chart again, and I will increase the height and width of this because I want to bring a bigger one so that I can see a bigger one here. So I inserted a clustered column chart. Let us take the date, invoice date. This is the reason why I told you in the morning your data type should be correct. Number means it should be in the number format. Date means it should be in the date format. You can see here the invoice date, it's in the date format. That's why you are getting the calendar image on the left hand side. Let us drag the invoice date and drop it to the x-axis. I'm dragging the invoice date and drop it to the x-axis. You can notice automatically a drill down is created automatically here. A drill down is automatically created here. We didn't do anything. It is automatically created here. Drill down. Now let me take something, net profit, total cost, or whatever it is. So let us go with the net profit itself. Let us put the net profit into y-axis. So invoice date we have dragged and dropped into x-axis, and net profit we are dragging and dropping into y-axis. It has created a drill down automatically. What is the advantage and what is the purpose of this? We are getting 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. Fine. Let me switch on the single arrow here, the drill down. I click on the single arrow and I go to a particular year. Suppose I'll go to 2025. Under 2025, it shows the quarter-wise report. Quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. Suppose I select quarter 1. Under quarter 1, it shows month-wise report. January, February, March. If I select a month, it will show day-wise report also. So everything you can see it in one screen. If you have hours, minutes and seconds also, we can get it. Hour wise, minutes wise and seconds wise. Unfortunately, we don't have it. We have only year, quarter, month and day in this data. That's why it's only 4 is displayed. So drill up, drill up, drill up. So we created invoice date into x-axis, net profit into y-axis. So it has automatically created this drill down. So click on that single arrow. Click on that single arrow. Now I selected a particular year. We are getting quarter wise. Select a particular quarter. You will get month wise. When I select particular month, you will get day wise. Same thing, same conditional formatting. You can apply it here also. Highest should be in green. Lowest should be in red. Minimum middle value should be in yellow. Or what I can do is, we have already applied that conditional formatting for this column chart, for the net profit. Here also I am using the net profit. Can I apply the same color formatting here? Very much. Select this column chart, format painter, select this column chart. Same color formatting is applied here. Highest values are in green, middle values are somewhat yellow, and lowest values are red. Select a particular year, and particular year, which quarter has more. I select a particular quarter, month is highest. I select a particular month, day wise. Already we did a format painter for this chart. Select this chart. We did it, sir, morning itself. Select this format painter. Select the first chart, format painter, then select the second chart. First chart, go to format painter, then select the second chart. Same format will be copied and pasted.
This, actually, it is coming till month wise, the count is getting changed. If I drill down, day wise, it is not counting.
So I click here. I click here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now it has become 816.
Hmm.
For drill down, month wise it has come.
Correct.
Drill down further, day wise it is not coming.
Select that particular day.
No, it is not getting changed.
No, this is for the entire thing. 62 for the entire January month. I'm editing the interaction. So if I click this, you want this also should get changed. We'll see about edit interaction. There is a concept called as edit interaction. I will explain. Drill up, drill up, drill up. Okay. So when you have multiple visuals like this, I want my audience should concentrate on a particular visual. So I'm presenting. Here I have only 4 or 5 visuals. Okay. Suppose if you have 10 or 20, don't create 10 or 20 visuals. I think limit it with the 6 or 7. That's okay. Don't create many visuals in one screen. So I want my audience should have more focus on this particular visual. So even though I have multiple visual, I want my audience should get more focused on this visual. So what we will do is two methods to do this. First method number one, there is an option available. Select this visual. There is an option available called as focus mode. Just click on the focus mode. Only this chart will be visible on my screen. So my audience will get focus only on this visual. They will not see the other visuals. While presenting, I want my audience should get focus on a particular visual. So because I'm explaining about this visual. So I want my audience should get focused on this. So click on that focus mode. So it shows on the full screen. This is one method. Second method, method number two. Even though the multi-visuals are available, my audience should have more focus on this visual. Even though visual, other visual should be graded out and I want to have the focus on this. So go to the three dot. Under three dot, there is an option called as spotlight. Spotlight. So three dot and click on spotlight. Only this visual will get spotted. Other visual will get graded out. So two methods to do it. One is you can bring the focus mode. Second one is you can use the spotlight. So focus mode is straight away available here. Spotlight is available under this three dot and go for this spotlight. To remove the spotlight, you can uncheck it or click somewhere else outside of the visual. The spotlight will get removed. Okay.
Is there any other option is there to filter out? Like I have to go the drill out again and again. I just wanna go in a single go. The filter should be gone. Is there any option?
We can clear all the slicer. We can clear all the filter. There is an option called as optimize, where there will be an option of refreshing, apply to all slicer. I will explain. After applying some slicers, I will explain. You can clear everything at one stroke. We'll do that. Okay. Now, just watch here. It's a very important concept, maybe little bit complex concept also. You have to understand this because based on this, we are going to do something today or tomorrow also. Just watch here. I have three or four visuals now. And please verify before using this feature. Before using this feature, just to check whether all this drill down is switched off. For example, I will go to this pie chart and I am checking whether this pie chart, there is no drill down. When I go to this column chart, see whether this drill down is off. And same thing, go to this column chart and check whether this drill down is also off. Please check whether the drill down is off. Then only you will understand the next concept. Otherwise, you will get confused. Please check whether both the drill down is off. Please watch this. It's a very important concept. Maybe little bit complex concept, but if you understand, it will be easier. Now, morning or afternoon, we did this. When I select a particular department, what is happening is particular department, we are getting the net profit for the particular department and number of invoices for the particular department for the card. But the problem is, when I go to the column chart, what's happening when I select a particular department is, it is highlighting the particular department areas. It's not filtering. Out of this overall, for example, when you place the cursor on this north region, it says overall north region total is 44816419. For the highlighted means for the selected, which one? For the quality department, it's only around 9816531. So out of overall, highlighted is this. Similarly, when I click this, it is highlighting this column chart and this column chart is getting highlighted. But this card is getting filtered. That's okay. But when I select this pie chart, this chart is highlighted. But assume I don't want to highlight it. Assume I want to filter it. When I select this particular department, I want the chart only for this particular, not highlighting. I want to filter it. Maybe this will happen in reverse also, ulta. For example, if I select the 2022 now, I switch it off the drill down here, I select 2022. So you are getting the net profit for 2022, you are getting number of invoices for 2022. But what is happening here is, it is highlighting here. It is highlighting here. I don't want to highlight it. So when I click this, it's highlighting. So you have to decide whether you want to highlight it or you want to filter it. I will explain one by one. First, let me start with this pie chart first. Let me start with the pie chart. When I select the pie chart, decide what has to be done for other visuals. Now tell me, when I select the pie chart, what is happening to this card? Whether it's filtering or whether it's highlighting, filtering. And here, this is also filtering. But whereas this column chart is highlighting, this column chart is also highlighting. But what I want is, assume, just for example, when I select the pie chart, I want this net profit should get filtered. Perfect. But assume this, I have some target value. That should not change. It should not get filtered. Just for a reference, I don't want this card should get filtered. Just for example, we'll try that. It's better to filter it, but for a checking, I want to try this. I don't want this number of invoice to get filtered. And this column chart, I want to filter it. This column chart, I want to filter it. So when I select the pie chart, remember when I select the pie chart, this bar chart should get filtered. This column chart should get filtered. This column chart should get filtered. But this number of invoices should not filter. That is what I have decided. How can I do this now? Select this pie chart, because based on the pie chart, you have to change the settings based on the pie chart. Select the pie chart. This is a very useful, very powerful. Tomorrow, see this. When you want to filter the top 10, for this we have to use this feature tomorrow also. Select this pie chart. Format. What is the format? Edit interaction. Edit interaction. Format, edit interaction. So edit interaction. Select the pie chart first. Because based on the pie chart, what you are going to do with the other visual, you have to decide first. Select the pie chart, go to format, click on edit interaction. Do you see any changes on your screen? What is the change?
Some blocking and filter.
On top of every visual, some icons are appearing here, correct? On top of every visual. Card, you are getting only 2. For the column chart, you are getting 3. In card, what it's saying is whether you want to filter or you don't want to filter. First one is filtering, second one is none. None means don't want to filter. Here also, filter, none. But when you go for this column, I can see 3. One is filtering, second one is highlighting, third one is none. First one is filter. You can see the filter icon is appearing. Second one is highlighting. Third one is nothing. I don't want to do anything here. When I click on it, nothing should happen here. So let us decide what we want to do. I think as per my decision, select this. Which has to be selected for net profit? Filter. For number of invoices? This one. None. Correct. And for this column chart? Filter. But by default, what's happening? Highlighting. I want to filter it. This column chart? Filter. That's all. Now let me check. Before checking, please switch off this. Otherwise, we'll get confused. How do we switch off this? Edit interaction. Switch off that edit interaction. Try. I select one department. Net profit is getting filtered. Number of invoices is not filtering. But whereas this column charts are filtering here. So this belongs to this department. This net profit by region wise belongs to this department. This year report belongs to this department. So based on my selection, you can see it is filtering. All the other visuals are filtering except this visual. This visual, I didn't apply the filter. Let us try one more here. One more time I want to try this. Now for example, let me select this year chart. When I select this year, what I want to do for this pie chart, I want the pie chart should get filtered. I want this card should get filtered. But I don't want this number of invoice filtering. I want this chart should get filtered. Except this number of invoice, all the other 3 visuals should get filtered. When I select this pie chart, when I select this column chart. Select this column, format, edit interaction. You can see on top of every visual there is icon appearing. Net profit, filter, number of invoice, don't filter, pie chart, filter, this column chart, filter. You have to decide which you want. I have decided and I applied the filter. Wherever I want the filter, wherever I don't want the filter. Let me check. I select year 2022. Yes. We are getting 2022 net profit. We are getting number of invoices for 2020. Sorry, number of invoices not filtering. The column chart is getting filtered. And pie chart is getting filtered. So based on the selection, you can decide what you want to do. Finally, switch off that edit interaction. Otherwise, this icon will appear on the top.
Visualization, we have to do this separately.
Correct. If you're okay with the default, you can leave it. If you want to make some changes, you have to do this.
Correct. For this, I want to also this way. The copy paste is not possible.
Come again.
Like this both are. If I consider both are this supposed to be pie chart, so if I can I do that copy paste, then it will work.
Copy paste and change the columns. Suppose here I want state wise, here I want country wise, means you can create 2 by copy paste and change only the column. Copy paste will be a done. Clear. We'll create small multiples. At least we'll try to publish one report. Maybe we'll see more of Power BI services tomorrow also, because time is very short. We'll create one visual, 1 or 2 visual, then we'll publish it by today evening at least. Let us add a new page, because already this page is full. I don't have a space in this page. Let me add one more page. Yes. I click on the plus symbol to add a new page. Click on the plus symbol. Or I can take a duplicate of this page. Assume that I want the same heading, same logo, same line. You cannot create a template for that. You have to copy and paste only. Right click, duplicate copy. You can take a duplicate of it and remove the unwanted visuals. That's one method. Or straight away you can insert a new page also. I will insert a new page. So let me insert a fresh new page. And we'll create one small report. Same column chart. I'll go with the same column chart, clustered column chart. I'll increase the item width a little bit larger. And let me take something. Maybe let me take the region itself. A region, or you can take the customer type, cost centers, division, anything. As of now, we are familiar with the region. That's why I'm taking the region. So let us drag that region into x-axis and total cost into y-axis. So we got south region, west region, central region, east region, north region. This is simple. This we already know, we already did it. But under this south, north, west, central, I want to know the split of this. For example, in south region, what is a cash payment? What is a credit card payments? What is a check payment? What is a pending payment? Similarly for West region, similarly for... I don't want to drill down and see it. I want to see it in one screen. One screen, region-wise, what is the payment methods? Each region, what is the payment methods? So, select this visual. First we dragged that region into x-axis. Y-axis is total cost. Now let me take this payment method. Yes, payment method. Drag and drop the payment method into small multiples. Small multiples. That's if the small multiples is not available, scroll down at the bottom, you will see that small multiples. Let me drag the payment mode and bring it to small multiples. Yes. We'll get a split of that region. Bank transfer, each region wise. Check, each region wise. Credit card for the each region wise. Pending payment for region wise. There is one more available actually. You can see there is a scroll bar available here. It means If you are getting a scroll bar like this, there is further more available. Scroll down. Yes. UPI payments. So we got region, under region, we got small multiples. Can I get it in one screen? Instead of scrolling down, I want to compare to the bank transfer. How was my check payment? Compared to check payment, how was my credit? I want to compare it in one screen. Select the column chart again. Format, under format, small multiples. Let us go to small multiples. Where it says rows are 2. Let us change the rows into 1. I think we have 5 payment methods. So let us change the columns to 5. Yes. All the 5 payments methods are displayed in one chart. Okay. You can play with this. This is your wish. It's not required you have to put the payment method only here. Suppose I want to compare it by year wise, compare to last 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. I want to compare the same thing by year wise. Yes. Go to the format visual. Remove this payment mode. I don't want it by payment mode. I want to check it by year wise. So let us remove the payment mode. Unfortunately, there is no option available called as year. Invoice date. Expand that invoice date. Expand the date hierarchy where you can see year, quarter, month, day. So let us drag this year and I'll put it into small multiples. So you can compare it by year wise. 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. As I told you, you can play with this. You can put a year in y-axis, x-axis, and small multiples in region in small multiples. You can try whatever you want. But why there is one empty column here? Because I have given it as 5, but we have only 4 years. So go to format, small multiples, make the columns as. How was my region wise for every year? 2022, 23, 24, 25. So this is cluster. We'll see one example in stacked also. Stacked. So let us give some meaningful name for the page. Finally, we have to create an index. Let us see whether time will permit for creating the index. Index means everything into one screen. Let us give some meaningful name. I think here we have seen by region small multiples. I'm giving some meaningful name for this page. Okay. We'll see one stacked bar chart. We'll see it tomorrow. At least we'll see one stacked column chart. Let us add a new page. We'll add a new page. As of now, from the afternoon, we are using only the stacked. One next to another. I want one above another. Stacked, not cluster. Stacked. Select the second one. Select the second one. I click on the second one here. And I increase the height and width of this. You can take anything. You can take a region. You can take a customer type. You can take a vendor type. There are so many other columns available. For example, I'll take the customer type. Just for example, customer type. So let us put the customer into x-axis. And once again, the total cost into y-axis. So we got customer type, each customer wise, customer type wise. What is the sum of total cost? But out of this, I want to know the split. For example, if I take this corporate client and leasing, rental, export customer after buyer, I want to know for this corporate client 2022, what is the sum of total cost? 2023, what is the sum of total cost? 2024, 2025. I want the split for every year in one chart. So let us go to invoice date, year. We'll drag the year to the legend area. Small multiples, just now we have seen it. Tooltip already we have seen it in the morning. There is one more option, legend. Drag the year and drop it to the legend area. So now you got the split of it. So this is for 2022, this is for 2023, this is for 2024, this is for 2025. And this is overall. So drag that invoice date year into the legend area. One more advantage available in Power BI which we cannot do it in normal Excel. Select this chart, go to format your visual. There is two data labels available. One is data label, another one is total label. Data label means each year what is my total. Total label is overall grand total. Let me switch on both. I want the data label. I want the total label also. So each year it shows the millions here. 10 millions, 13 millions, 16 million, 15 millions. Overall 55 millions. Switch on both the data label and the total label. How can I bring the exact, instead of millions, how to bring the exact value?
Copy save that.
Which one? Display units. We did it many times from the morning. DIS. Go to the search box, change the DIS and change the display units to none. Yes. For customer yearly. Okay. We have created 2 or 3 pages of visuals. Finally, we are going to create many visuals after this. I think we have seen only 3. One is column chart, another one is pie chart, another one is card. Only 3. There are so many other visuals available which we are going to explore tomorrow. But before that, I want to publish this report. So we are going to send this report from Power BI to online. So you have to send it to online here. Even though if you are presenting or not presenting, you have to publish it. So I want to present it or I want to share it to someone else, you have to publish it. If you want to show a report connecting a projector and if you want to show the report, still you have to publish. Don't show the report in Power BI desktop. Don't show the report in Power BI desktop. Like a PowerPoint. When I create a PowerPoint presentation, you will not show the PowerPoint presentation. You have to run a slideshow. You have to run a slideshow to get it on the full screen. Same thing here. So I want to bring it on the full screen. You have to publish it. To publish it, normally assume you are using Windows. You have a folder. On the folder, you will keep all your files in this particular folder. Correct? I will create a folder. I will put all my wanted files into the particular folder. Similarly, online, we don't have a folder. We have something called as workspace. In workspace, you will be publishing your file. If you are using a pro or a premium license, we'll see what is the license you are using, pro or a premium, then you can create your own workspaces. You can create your own workspaces. And you can assign the people to that workspaces also. Probably this we cannot see it today. Tomorrow morning we'll start with this because it may take some time. So if you are a pro or a premium user, you can create a workspace. You can allocate your team people into the workspace, ask them to create a report in that workspace. But as of now, I don't want to disturb your company workspace or I don't want to disturb other workspace. Let us use a common workspace which is used for like this practice. For practicing, I think Microsoft has created a special workspace that's called as My Workspace. So as of now, let us publish our report in My Workspace. Tomorrow we'll see how to create ours and allocate the people into that workspace also. Now, as of now, let us use My Workspace. That's what we are going to do. So we are going to publish our report into My Workspace. Right? Before that, two important things. See whether your Wi-Fi is connected. I think it's connected. If it is not connected, please connect it. Second thing, see whether you have signed in already. If you are not signed in, if you are not connected with the Wi-Fi, then you cannot publish it. So I think I already signed in. My name is displayed on the top and my Wi-Fi is also ready. Fine. Now we are going to publish it. Fifth workflow, get, transform, load, report, publish. We are going to Power BI services. Go to the home tab. And before that, it's better to save it. If you are not saved also, no worries. Power BI will ask you to save it again. So there is an option called as publish. Publish this report online in Power BI services. So go to home tab and click on publish. Method 1. Method 2. File. Under file, there is an option called as publish. Both are same. Both are same. You can use any one. Either go to file and publish it. Home tab and publish it. That's your wish. So I'll click on publish. As I indicated, even though if you are saved or not saved, it will ask you to save it again. So please save it. So let me save this file. Be careful. Don't go to the next step. Please wait. Click on save. It will show you all the workspaces available. I don't know whether what are all the workspaces you have it on the list. Maybe My Workspace will be available. There will be some other workspace which maybe your team people would have created. They would have assigned your name to that workspace. So you can create a report and you can publish it on workspace. Similarly, we can create our own workspace which we'll do it tomorrow. Okay. Can you indicate what are all the other workspace other than My Workspace?
Digital BWM, M&S.
Access given to us, maybe.
Maybe team-wise, department-wise, it may vary also. So at least 2 or 3 workspace. Don't publish this report on that workspace. We'll see how to create our own workspace and publish. Don't publish on that workspace. As of now, as I told, let us go with My Workspace. So let us go with My Workspace. After My Workspace, it will be successfully published and please wait. Don't click on got it and come out of it because we have to see the published report. Please wait. After publishing, please wait. So I clicked on My Workspace. Select that workspace. Select it. Now it's preparing and it's getting published on online. Yes, it's publishing here. I'm getting a small message here. It is asking already the same name I have published. Maybe I would have used the same name to publish. That's why it's asking to replace. Maybe you will not have that. So I'm going to publish it on My Workspace here. It is getting published. After publishing, you will get a message. It's successfully published. And don't come out of this. Don't click on got and come out of this. Please wait. Successfully published. Now I want to see this report online. I want to see this report online. There is an option available. Open 01 Power Transaction Data PBIX in Power BI Services. Actually, it's Power BI Services. So just go here and make a click. Yes. It will go to your web browser. On the web browser through a Microsoft Fabric. If you are already signed in, fine. If you are not signed in, you should have signed in here online also. Now it is getting published online now. So yes, now your report is online. All the three pages are available here. Home page, this is region, some small multiples, and the customer yearly. All the drill down, everything will work here. Home tab, suppose I want to use this drill down, you can see the drill down button is appearing here. Click on the drill down, select the central region, you will get the state wise, city wise. Under city, you will get the payment method wise, everything, whatever you did it on the desktop, now it's online. Let us see how to share this report to others also. This is how you have to present it. And don't present it like this, present it on your full screen. I hope it was published in Microsoft Edge. Correct? I hope you are all using Microsoft Edge or any other. Very good. Edge. Some people are using Google Chromes and other things. That's what I am just confirmed. Because this icon may change if you are using Google Chrome and other things. Training one person has told we are using Edge for downloading Chrome. That's all. They never use Edge. They are using only Chrome. Fortunately, you are all using Edge. Very good. So click on that click on this arrow mark on the full screen. There is a button called as full screen, where you will see your report on a full screen like a PowerPoint presentation. Even you can put this in PowerPoint presentation also, which you'll see tomorrow. Which one? Full screen? The view. Or you can click on 3 dot if it is not visible. Sharing, I will explain. Before sharing the report, please confirm the license which you are using. Escape and come out of it. On the top rightmost corner, you can see your name or your initial, sometimes your photographs. Click on your name, initial or photographs. It will expand and tell me what is the license available. Pro. Any premium license here?
Company is providing.
No. Some people are using premium.
Time will come, then we'll update with.
Premium is not required. I think as of premium will have more space, sir. More space. GBs and GBs of data. Premium is required. Every day, every 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you can refresh it. But here we have some limitation. Per day, we have only 8 refreshes. There are some limitations. It's costly also, premium. For the user like you, I think Pro is fair enough. Okay. But we'll see a small tip about publishing also. But before that, assume I have published this report knowingly, or I published this report today and I want to see the report tomorrow. Or unknowingly, I have closed this. I have published this report and I click on got it and I came out of this Power BI. Now I want to see the report. How can I see the report? Do you have to republish it again? No. Go to that browser, Edge browser. Just use that keyword called as app.powerbi.com. Just use that app.powerbi.com. You have already published it. Now I want to see the report. app.powerbi.com. Click on this. On the left hand side, there will be some options where you can see workspaces. Click on that workspaces and find your workspace, that is my workspace. Click on my workspace, where you can find your report will be available there. Along with two things, your report will be available along with the semantic model. I think this is the one. Yes. We have this 01 transaction data. This is report and this is semantic model. Semantic model is your source data. Based on this source data only, this report is generated. So I want to see the report. So click here. this one, this first one, you have to click here. This transaction data, click it. Yes. Another way to view your report. This is the second method to view your report. Because when you have published, every day I want to see the report. I cannot go to every time publish and see the report. Once it's published, it will be available. To share it to others as a website, how to share it within your team, that are all the things we have to explore. Tomorrow we'll see that. Whenever we add the data in Excel, your Power BI desktop will not get updated. What we have to do? Refresh. But what happens to your online Power BI? Will it get updated? Two methods. One is manually you can update. Another one is you can schedule and update. For scheduling and update, you need a Power BI gateway. So Power BI gateway, if time permits, I will explain tomorrow. Or I will show you the steps also. First, how do we refresh this online Power BI? So go to that workspace again and click on that My Workspace and find your report, or before the report you can see there is an option semantic model. When I go to the semantic model, there is an option called as refresh. So there's an option of refreshing, semantic model. So whenever your data is updating, you can come here and you can manually refresh it. Or as I indicated, schedule refresh. There is a button called a schedule refresh. But for this, as I indicated, you need a Power BI gateway. A small software has to be installed, which will link between online and offline. Schedule refresh. You have to get that Power BI gateway. Under this, there will be an option. The Power BI gateway, you have to get installed through your IT team. And there is an option called as refresh, where you can fix the timing and we can refresh it here. So you can fix the timing. For example, Indian timing, and I can switch off daily. For example, I have an option here, daily at particular time. Every day at particular time it has to get refreshed. You can add multiple times, but maximum of 8 refreshes per day, since we are using a pro license. 8 refreshes per day maximum. Manual refresh unlimited. Schedule refresh 8 refreshes. After using that gateway, then you can come here and you can use this gateway. You have to get installed Power BI gateway. Okay. So still the options in services is not over. We have to see how to publish this report online, how to publish the report within the website, how to send this report into PowerPoint presentations, how to export this report into PowerPoint presentation, how to import it in PowerPoint presentation, one with the picture, with the link in PowerPoint presentation, how to create our own workspaces, how to allocate the people into that workspaces, how to publish our report into that workspace, which are all the topic is still pending. I think we should have completed it today, but no problem. So that are all the topic which we are going to see it tomorrow. And as of now, I think we are working with only one file, one sheet and one file. Tomorrow we are going to see, for example, if it's number 02, warehouse sales, where I can see identical multiple sheets. Identical multiple sheets. Some column would have interchanged, some column would have changed here, but still we can consolidate it. And date is not in a proper format. We have to convert it as in a proper format. And different sheet, different files, December, November in different files, combine it. Non-identical data. Here sales distribution, I have different columns. Part master, I have different columns. But still we have to consolidate it and we have to make it as one report. And what happens if we have 10 or 20 sheets, different data? We have to combine all the 10 or 20 sheets and we are going to create a report. So tomorrow we are going to work with the multiple sheets, multiple files, identical, non-identical. Today morning we started with the Power Query, and today afternoon we have seen about Power BI. Same thing tomorrow also. Today morning only the services will finish it off. Tomorrow morning is going to be Power Query once again. Afternoon will be on Power BI again. We have used only 3 visuals. Tomorrow we have to explore the other visuals also. So many other visuals available. We have to explore the other visuals. Okay. Get, transform, load, report, publish. So we have published one report. Any other questions, doubts, queries of whatever we have learned? Any new topic? We'll cover it tomorrow. What are all the topics we have learned as of now? Any other questions, queries, doubts? Yes? No? Clear? I hope you are all better than today morning. So you can create some reports and you can publish some reports also. Keep practicing it. Try to use this as much as possible. Keep practicing. Tomorrow we'll see the other concept. Okay? I'm stopping the recording. This I will try to put it by